There once was a man who had a horn in the middle of his head, and he liked to eat ice cream all day. Does that sound like a believable character to you? Because I know that it definitely doesn't sound like a believable character to me. And it probably won't sound like a believable character to the person who is given the task of marking your writing. But in today's video, I'm going to discuss how you can write believable characters. Keep watching. Hi guys, it's Joycelyn here again. I'm the Managing Director of Geek School Tutoring. We specialise in helping children prepare for the amazing 11+ exams, whether it's for your grammar or independent school admission. And we also work with children from reception age all the way up to GCSE. So today I want to talk about how to create believable characters in creative writing. Now, this is a very, very interesting one because, clearly because of the nature of what I do, and, some of you will know that I'm a journalist. If you are familiar and an old friend of the Geek School Tutoring YouTube channel. And we have a number of creative writing courses. And of course, we've supported hundreds of students in their 11+ endeavours over the past decade that we have been in operation. Believable characters can often be a sore point when it comes to creative writing in general. And when it comes to the 11+, where students are expected to show maturity in their writing, it can be quite interesting to read what some students come up with. But I want to give you some easy tips that you can start using immediately to help with creating believable characters. First of all, why should the characters even be believable? Well, creative writing doesn't mean that you write something that is just ridiculous. And I mean that with every ounce of respect. It's got to be believable. And so your characters have to be believable as well. So writing about a man that had a horn in the middle of his head when you went for a trip to the seaside, if you haven't been asked to write a fantasy story, that is unbelievable. Okay, so before we carry on with this amazing video, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you will get notified every time a new Geek School video goes up. Give your characters believable motivations. Why does your character do something? What's their motivation for doing something? Then it starts to make it much more realistic and much easier to make your characters believable. Think about a backstory for your character. So, their life's experience, or, if you're writing about a particular common type of 11+ writing task is writing about, a deserted house, for example. Now, if it's a one character person, as in yourself, that just needs to have the motivation of always being curious about the house, for example, or seeing somebody that was looking like that looked as if they need help. And so your motivation for going anywhere near the house is to try and help them. Can you see how very straightforward that would be? But your characters should be consistent throughout the story. So if it's somebody who's very vibrant and happy, there would need to be something quite evident if they suddenly become very sad and dejected. Otherwise, your character starts to be very inconsistent. Okay, if you say that your character is very shy and reserved, it's unlikely that they are going to choose to go on, some sort of exploring expedition with a group of 100 people, for example, because perhaps they'd like to do something where there aren't massive crowds of people. So you need to really think about your character's personality as well. let your characters speak for themselves. Now, one bugbear with a lot of writing for, students at this level is I see that students start to turn the writing basically into a play. Once they start to lose either the interest of describing, or they start to run out of ideas, so that the quotes start to pad out what they're writing to try and get that page length. Please don't do that. So when I talk about letting your characters speak for themselves, try and inject their personality into any speech that you do use. And remember, I speak about the magic of 2 maximum dialogue examples. You don't want to write a he said, she said, and then he said, she said type of writing, because you're not asked to produce a play. It's not a script. It's usually a creative piece or a descriptive piece or report writing or letter writing. There are 12 types of writing tasks. If you look through the videos on the YouTube channel here, there are about 12 types of writing tasks. So none of them have anything to do with writing a script or a play. So it's very important that you limit your dialogue examples and spend more time, more words on the description. But when your character does speak, we need to invoke their personality in that speech. You should be able to get an idea of that character's personality by the words that they speak, basically. So think about that. Also, try to avoid just your basic stereotypes, because it can be very limiting. Okay, to make them more believable, you can think about people that everybody has a bit of a quirk and an individual unique side to their individual personalities. So you can actually base your characters on people that you know or you've read about, and then just give it a bit of a twist so that it's unique. We're not in the habit of copying character personalities, and definitely don't do that from any of the books you read, because of course your writing task is going to be marked likely by an English teacher who may have children your age, or who has clearly read the books or is very familiar with the books that a student your age would read. And it would become very obvious to them if you are basically rewriting somebody else's character. So we're not going to copy a Michael Mapogo or Roald Dahl or any highly known authors or any author's characters, but we can use them as inspiration to develop our own unique characters. And another thing you can do then is to just allow your characters to grow over the course of the story. Your characters may learn a lesson, for example, or they may gain confidence in their ability to do something, and that makes them more believable, because we all develop over time. We're not stuck in some sort of static bubble that never goes anywhere. We grow and we develop, no matter how young and how old. And so it's believable that a character will also develop during your writing. So that's it, guys. I hope this has been helpful. And remember that with everything, practice is key. Also remember that Geek School, thanks to my efforts and my passion for helping you guys, we do have a free creative writing course. So I would encourage you all to sign up. It's free, no strings attached. And over on the Geek School shop, we have a new, updated, amazing shop with lots of new resources. Actually, there are lots of different writing prompts that you can use, and there's so many of them. Basically, we've got new ones that cover sports writing, animal writing prompts, gaming writing prompts, science fiction writing prompts, horror writing prompts, lots of short story writing prompts, and then of course my amazing books, the writing prompts workbook, and the entry-level one, should have picked this one up first. These are available on Amazon. They're not step-by-step guides. They're more like a journal type of book, but it contains writing prompts that one can expect from, you know, the entrance exams for independent schools, and stage 2 or stage 1 for some of the grammars that have a writing task in stage 1. But they do also include some amazing tips, of course, which will help you to do amazingly in your writing. So that's it for now. Please remember to subscribe and to share the video. Share, because sharing is caring, right? I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Do you need help with your writing? Don't forget to check out Geek School Tutoring's online writing courses at www.the11plusessay.co.uk. We have everything from creative writing courses to English comprehension courses and English grammar and punctuation courses, just to name a few. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and to switch on your notifications so you know when our next video goes up. Bye.